Hey, this is Alan from Pittsburgh Music Magazine. I'm here with Mike, Corrosion of Conformity. So good to finally meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on the new record.
Oh, thanks, man.
New record's called No Cross, No Crown. And it's the first time in like a decade that you recorded with Pepper.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing we did with Pepper was in 2005, In the Arms of God, and we didn't have Reed Mullen playing drums on that. We had Stanton Moore, who killed it, but it's not like the OG guy. So it's another OG guy.
So you guys were out on tour for a while. You guys toured yourselves, the three-piece.
Right, yeah.
And then Pepper came on when the down stuff kind of subsided for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was great seeing both shows, to see you in both different ways. But did you use that warm-up time to get re-familiar with each other before you went back into the studio with Pepper?
I mean, maybe not in... Oh, when we went on tour with the
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, we just kept getting offers to go play, like, Deliverance stuff or whatever that lineup, and we thought we'd just do 3 or 4 shows or a short Europe tour to kind of make sure that everything was functional and felt good. And yeah, I mean, the first show we played was great, and we knew we wanted to make a record, but we just kept getting offers, So the rest do every month, so we're like, yeah, let's do this. So what was going to be just a couple months turned into a year and a half before we really got to work on a record.
Once again in Raleigh, right? That's where you recorded.
Yeah. We recorded at our place, which is it has what we need. It's not that fancy, but the key thing, we were able to sort of take our time when we needed to and get things right without worrying about spending a lot of money. But then once it was all tight, we took it to get Mike Frazier to mix it, and that's the guy who mixed Wise Blood a long time ago. And we liked how that sounded, and we thought that would kind of bring out what we needed to bring out in the tracks we recorded ourselves, basically.
Yeah.
It turned out to be, I think, a pretty good experiment. Successful.
I've listened to it actually for a little while now. I think it's probably your best effort in a long time. There's more of a sludginess to it, a little bit more Sabbathy.
Yeah, well, we're trying to keep it real raw. I mean, it's people were expecting maybe Deliverance or something like that, but we wanted to do something more aggressive. So I think it's something like the Luddites, pretty raw.
Yeah.
It's possibly even rawer than In the Arms of God. So in some places.
And Pepper's vocals seem to be better than I've heard in a long time. A little less production on his vocals with this.
Well, there's always production in terms of do it again.
Right.
Do it again, dude. That was pretty good, but do it again. I mean, that's really the major type of production that's always on his vocals. It's just do the takes, get it right, and that's where John Custer kind of comes in. But he knows when to say enough, or he knows when to say no, don't change that, whatever. But yeah,
Why do you guys have such a relationship with John Custer? I mean, you've done so many recordings with him. What does he bring out of you that you keep going back to him?
I feel like he just knows how to invoke and elicit, the proper performance, and to kind of just, a lot of times, like a lot of great producers, he's doing his best work when he appears to be doing nothing. Like if it's on point, let it be. But if it needs like a little suggestion, or he throws an idea out there, and he's like, "Woody, you know that thing you do? Don't do it there. Do it here. Do it here. No, it's a full step. Now do that thing you do. You know that." So he kind of like he plays him like a piano without a real explicit play this. Just so yeah, he's really useful. I mean, think about the difference between like Technocracy and then the next record, Blind. Like, I was out of the band and I didn't have any expectations of those dudes doing much anything, but then they kind of get Pepper in there, they get this new singer, but I still don't really know, and then I pick up that record and it's like how did they do this? Because it's all the classic rock that we would listen to, like back in the hardcore day, we listened to a lot of, old heavy rock, and we think about incorporating it to our music, but it never quite fully happened. And then I hear all that like successfully integrated into it in an original way, and I'm like, how'd they do this? And I'm like, oh, produced by John Custer. Maybe that's it.
Mm. Yeah.
Without sacrificing like the real identity of the band, just helping them to grow. And then I came back and Deliverance, and found that relationship to be really cool. So it's just it works.
When I first discovered you guys, you were kind of known in the punk scene when you first started off. You almost had like that reputation.
Too metal for punk and too punk for metal, and we just kind of did our own thing,
Now, were you on that tour with Danzig and Soundgarden? No.
Nah, that was around maybe just before, or just after Blind came out.
Okay, I was trying to think because I was at that show.
I saw that tour. I saw some of that Soundgarden tour like right after that, like Soundgarden at the Armory in New York around the time of Bad Motorfinger.
Oh, yeah, they were incredible back then. You got 2 videos right now. One kind of your typical and one animated. How do you feel about the animated videos?
In general, I mean, it's a case-by-case thing. That one turned out real good, and that guy who does those particular ones, that particular illustrator, he's like, I'll do it. It's a flat rate. It's a flat fee. There's no revisions. It's like, I'll do it for this super low price. Like, I'm not even gonna say it, like absurdly low for like how creative that is. But I don't want you to come back and say change this or anything like that. It's like take it or leave it. And we're like, okay, we'll try it. And we got it, and we liked it. It was entertaining, yeah.
Yeah, it worked out.
It's evocative. It's not super on the nose. It's like it's like open to lunch. And it reminds me kind of almost of like. Some of it reminds me of The Wall or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely has some like weird elements.
I thought it was good. Yeah.
But yeah, I did like it, and I like some of the stuff that the bands are doing economically. It just makes sense. Obviously, when you go and do it full throttle,
that stuff can be expensive. That stuff can be expensive, even with the help of computers taking a lot of the load off. That stuff can be expensive to realize a real specific vision.
Now, this record, you guys have charted higher than any other record that you've had in various Billboard categories. What do you attribute that to?
Anticipation. I mean, I don't see it being like this prolonged, like 59. It's not going to 59 weeks on the chart or something like that. It's just a good start because we're on a record label that got the word out, and there's people that are anticipating. Oh, Pepper's back to CSC. So. People are like, hell yeah, I want to hear that. I want that. Anyway, how many of those people, there are? I don't know. But they're certainly mobilized. Yeah, so they got a number 98 in Australia and a, 87 in the UK and a 60-something in the US. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it for a few weeks, but...
it's kind of tough in this.
Yeah.
Especially for, a rock band. Yeah. How's the tour been with Black Label, Red Fang?
It's been Red Fang for a couple weeks, and before that it was I Hate God.
Yeah.
It's about to be I Hate God again in a few days. I mean, it's cool because, like, Black Label Society, those are people that might be open to our music, our sound, and surprisingly, a lot of them aren't familiar with our music. So that's like real potential for like outreach. So that's what when somebody asks you to open for their band or your booking agent tries to put you up to open for a band, they always say the reason is like, oh, well, you can reach out to these people, but chances are it's like those people either know who you are or they're not going to like you. But this is that rare platonic situation where like there's people that hadn't really heard you, but they're like, oh. They're open to it,
Yeah.
They're into some, pretend biker stuff, and then there's like a rock band, and they're like, yeah,
good. Well, Pittsburgh likes you. Seems like we always have. We've always been pretty receptive to COC. Any good memories here?
Let's see. Not really. I don't think like the dude that owns the like electric banana pointing a gun at me is
no way.
Is a good memory.
No, that's not a good memory.
No.
No.
That's not. I mean, that would be like kind of an extreme example. I like walking around. You know, I like walking around the strip or whatever. I like. It's an interesting place. Some good food. Some peculiar localisms. You know.
Yeah.
So,
How much longer do you think you want to do this?
shit, man. I mean, as long as we can get motivated and keep making records, to me, that's what makes it tick. I don't really like touring without a record, and it's kind of all about coming up with new stuff and then trying to pull it off live, and then after a while that becomes just kind of mechanical, and you want to try to create some more stuff, you know. So as long as we can just be creative and be motivated to do new stuff, and we're a bunch of old bastards, and we made a record that was creative. It sounds like us. To me, it was like artistically successful. I don't know about the commercial end of it yet. I hadn't done the arithmetic, but you know, that you can do that at this stage of like a career or whatever, and it's not just, oh well, here's the kind of obligatory new record they put out, and you know, just for an excuse. It's like, oh, it's, people regard it as as long as people regard it as somehow relevant, that's fun to do. So yeah, a long time I could see. I don't see us really tapering off in that regard.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. We are not, unlike Slayer. I mean, I admire that they have declared victory and they're going home.
Yeah.
Right? And that was just,
pretty much.
They declared.
Yeah.
That's what they said. They declared victory. I love that. And that's cool if that's what you mean to do. That's better than lingering on if you're not feeling it or whatever. But it's like, okay, I get that. That's like, they're very aggressive, and that's like, they put themselves at kind of what's a very hard stand to hold as you go into your 6th decade of life, you know.
Yeah.
That might be hard to sustain sincerely, or it might not. It depends on people, but I can see it. It's like Tom Araya. It seems kind of like a sensitive dude to me, really, deep down. I mean, you know, in real life. I mean, I know him. I mean, his brother's a roadie. I mean, on his tours. I mean, those are like good people. So it's just that whole thing that might not be the totality of what you're feeling. You know, 50-some years old. So hats off to him for like doing the thing that you know, being true to what they think or whatever, instead of just sticking around if they're not. But I think it's all like a ruse, and they're going to come back in about 18 months.
It could happen.
And I don't mean that cynically. I mean, I just think that they'll feel like doing it after you declare victory and go home. Sure. I figure that they'll be home for about a year before they go, I'm bored, and then they'll have the fire to do it again.
It's kind of
so I don't think it's for a long time. We're not even at that stage of thinking that yet. So.
Good. Well, much continued success.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully, you don't tour too much, but if you guys come back by yourselves, hopefully we can.
Oh yeah.
See you back here.
Way into it. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for your time.
Welcome.
I really appreciate it. Excellent to meet you, man.
Appreciate it.